guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Liliana. Before we get started on anything, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and click that notification bell as well. Moving forward onto the makeup look, I wanted to do something very warm and colorful and just play around with the warm shades in the Zulu palette. So if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, then continue watching. Okay guys, so I already did my base off camera. And I'm just going to go ahead and start right into the transition shade. And I'm using the Soft Glam palette and the shade Orange Soda. And I am going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills A10 brush. And I'm just going to fluff out on the outer corner of my eye. And you want to use light pressure like I always say for the transition shades because you don't want it to be too dark, you just want it to be a nice smooth transition. So I'm just going back and forth softly and then going in circular motions. Okay guys, so I'm going to be building up the pigment on the transition shade with the Zulu palette from Juvias Place, and I'm going to be taking this orange shade right here in the same brush, and I am just going to build the color. So I am just going to lightly brush over the Orange Soda shade with the orange from Juvias Place. And I'm doing the same motions back and forth and then circular. So I'm going to be using the Saharan palette, and the shade I'm going to be using is Sokoto, and also this palette is by Juvias Place as well. So with the red shade, I am going to just go in with, I think, a big fluffy brush. Yeah. I'm going to be going in with this big BH Cosmetics fluffy brush, and I'm going to just be smoking out my lids with this shadow. And I'm just going to pat it on my eyes as you see I'm doing now. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I always say, you can always fix it when you're detailing the shadow. So I'm just going to keep dipping back into it until the pigment is up to where I want it to be at. So I'm going to go back into the Zulu palette, and I am going to be taking the yellow shadow, and I am going to just buff out the edges of the red with the yellow. So now I'm going back into the Zulu palette, and I'm going to be taking the red shade right here, and I'm just going to use this to play around with the pigment. So apparently I forgot how to do eyeliner on camera, so we had to skip that. But we're moving right onto the face, and I use the NYX Pore Filler as a primer. And I'm going to jump in with my L'Oreal Infallible Glow Pro in the shade 206 for my foundation. So for concealer, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, and I'm going to be taking the yellow shade and the white shade and mixing them together with my Beauty Blender and patting this onto my face. So once I have the product where I want it, I'm going to flip the beauty sponge over to the butt side and then blend it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and set that with my usual. I'm going to be using the Metron Translucent Powder and just set your concealer. no kisses, I have makeup on. That's not good for you. So jumping into the bronzer, I am going to be taking the NARS bronzer in the shade Laguna. And as usual, this is just how I contour. I just use bronzer. No cream contour or anything. I just like powdered bronzer. I prefer powdered bronzers over cream. So while I'm letting my nose contour bake and sit, I'm gonna go ahead and go onto the eyeliner. As usual, I always tell you guys, don't do this. I feel like I'm the only one who does this, but I do use the eyeshadows as eyeliner, and I do put it on my waterline, and it does get a little irritating at first, but then it goes away. So I'm gonna just be jumping in with the Zulu palette again, and I'm gonna be taking the teal shade this time inside of it, and I'm gonna be using that as an eyeliner. So it would be this shade right here. Then I'm going to be going back into the Sokoto shade from the Saharan palette, and I'm going to be using that shade for my under eye. So I'm just using back and forth motions and lightly doing it so it kind of is just blending as I put it down. So moving on to the highlighter, I'm using the Amrezy highlighter, and we are just going to light this face up and get it shining. I'm going to just take a highlighter brush, well, whatever I made a highlighter brush, and apply this and blend it. So what I do is I usually put the highlighter on one side of the brush, apply it, then I flip the brush over and blend it. So the highlighter side, flip it over, blend it. So since I don't have a red lip liner, I'm just going to be taking the red lipstick that I am using, which is from Mary Kay, and it's called Really Red, and that's the shade that I'm using. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it onto the lipstick brush, and I'm going to line my lips with this first. Okay guys, now that I have my lips lined, I am going in with the Colourpop and Karrueche collaboration, and I'm using the shade Saigon to mattify the lips. Let me get comfortable. Okay. Okay guys, so this is the complete look for the Hot Fire Red Eyeshadow. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. It's very warm, just like it is in California right now. And if you did enjoy this look, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to see notifications on all my videos, be sure to hit the bell. Until then, I'll see you in my next video.